It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
Happy birthday!
Welcome to Free Life Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle. I do the readings. Veronica, welcome. Happy birthday. Sorry I was on mute. So somebody reminded me I was on mute. Verena, welcome. How are you doing? Good to see you. Andrew, welcome. Veronica, happy birthday again. Jessica Taylor, thank you for your donation and all this other good stuff. Bella Girl, thank you for your donation as well. All right. Anyway, we're going for the Frank Painter. Anyway, I think I'm butchering the name. Somebody commented about what the actual pronunciation was. I think I'm doing it correctly. Anyway, we got two new decks today. We got the Surrealist Tarot. We got the Frank Painter Tarot. And then we got the other decks that we have been introducing slowly across the thing, like the tarot at the end of the rainbow. We have all sorts of things going on. So Tasha, welcome. What is going on? I appreciate you hanging out with us. So yeah, let's find out. Let's do the Frank Painter Tarot first. Find out what is happening. Philippe, welcome to the stream. What is going on? All right. Let's see. We're answering Jessica Taylor's question, which was, am I safe where I live? Let's find out. JT, am I safe where I live? Let's see with the Frank Painter and see if we're going to be able to make a determination on that. I guess the only thing I don't like about this deck, it's not really reversible. I mean, it's kind of obvious that it's, you know, it's one way. But some decks, I just don't do reversals anyway, so that's going to be okay at the end of the day. Well, anyway. All right. Are you safe where you live? Raina wants the Thoth General. Let's see how that goes. Jessica, you're severely delayed. There you go. Jessica, we're here. Anyway, am I safe where I live? Magician, you do have the Ace of Wands and the High Priestess. There's some stuff going on where you live. I believe there's some things happening where you live that you may not be interested in finding out all about it. That is for sure. We have a mixture of things here that are kind of interesting. Two majors. Is this something that is concerning? Obviously. Magician says overall, yeah, you're pretty safe where you live. I don't think there's anything that's just major, or no pun intended, they're just like massively bad that's happening where you live. But there are some things, weird things going on. But the Magician says, I think you can kind of see them coming. You can kind of tell that something's happening over there. And I don't think you're going to get into a situation where you're in mortal danger or anything like that. Ace of Wands says you have been thinking about moving because of this too. Is this something that is kind of concerning? It is on your mind. You're thinking, hey, if I'm not safe, that may not be something I want to deal with. High Priestess, again, there's some stuff happening. There's some things happening where you live that are causing this concern. I think there's a lot of weird things. There's a couple of weird things happening going on, and you know, you just kind of have to deal with it where you can. You have to deal with it where you can. But overall, I think it looks all right. It looks all right. Linda, welcome to the stream. What is going on? All right. And again, that is the Frank Painter Tarot, the newest arrival in our tarot collection. We have 5 more decks that we have not opened yet. So, I mean, there's a lot of tarot coming on this channel. There is quite a bit of tarot coming up in here. Bella Girl understands this. Bella Girl, does Bongi love me? And what future hold for us? I mean, you know, if somebody's going to fall in love with Bella Girl, they're going to use this tarot right here. They're going to use this tarot right here. Bella Girl, you know, the modern love tarot, because love is modern indeed. And sometimes you have to sort of figure out how to work with the modernization of love, maybe. You know, some people, I don't know, modernization of love, it works sometimes. Sometimes maybe it doesn't work. I don't know. Bella Girl, you tell me. But we'll find out if Bongi loves you and see what's going on. So shout out to Bongi in G-Town. There you go. All right. I mean, what is going on with Bongi over there? Do they love me? Do they come up and they sort of come up and say,
I love you.
Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Queen of Swords, interesting card. A little bit of 4 of Wands. Wheel of Fortune, ooh, very, very nice. And the Queen of Pentacles. I like starting out with 2 queens, quite frankly. I think this is something that you have a lot of capability or a lot of power within this relationship. This is a relationship that you make or break. I mean, this person kind of feels that, you know, this person has some abilities and whatnot, but again, it feels like you're the one that runs the relationship. You're the one that makes the goals. You're the one that comes in and definitely gets everything done. So it seems like that you're sort of the powerhouse of the relationship. Queen of Swords, you have that ability, you have that leadership, you have that thing where people are definitely interested in what you think and how you feel and sort of things like that. So yeah, the Queen of Pentacles is also good. The Queen of Pentacles, the other queen here. It's interesting that you're missing the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is missing. It feels like the Queen of Cups should be here. The Queen of Cups could be something that is missing from this. In other words, we don't have like a ton of emotion within this. It feels like this is something that goes day to day. Something that just happens, something that just works, right? It just works out. It just becomes what it needs to be. It just grows at the level that it needs to grow and whatnot. But you got the double queen is interesting that it's Pentacles. I say that because the Queen of Pentacles, the stability offered in the Queen, sort of reflects what's happened over here on the Wheel of Fortune, meaning I like where we're at. We make a nice home together. We have a nice 4 of Wands coming in, a little bit of the 4 of Wands thing. The 4 of Wands is a happy home. It is building a home from scratch. It's trying to get everything stable, but the day-to-day activities that we enjoy together, we really, really enjoy it. So I do think there is a strong level of stability within this interaction. I think you two make a nice, stable couple with that. So I think it works. The passion, though, seems to be missing. It seems like this big passion, this big dedication, this big empathy, things like that. It just feels like that is something that needs to grow, needs to develop over time. But for right now, we have a happy home, happy family. We have a stable relationship. We have a lot of stability, a lot of pentacles sort of wandering through here, and a couple of queens. That does say that you're kind of the powerhouse of this relationship. So there you go. There it is. That is just my opinion. But basically, what does the future hold? The 4 of Wands is we are building something that lasts, building something that is stable, right? Wheel of Fortune sort of reinforces that as well. So there you go. There we go. That's what you kind of need to know. So let me know if that resonates and all of that good stuff. Anyway, thank you again for your dono. Thank you for the dono. I appreciate that. Is T.O. sick? No, T.O.'s congested. So I went to the veterinarian and they had some I don't know, some cat or dog or something. Anyway, activated my allergies, and that's what's going on with T.O. T.O.'s got a little bit of allergy interaction going over here. Anyway, yeah, general please with the thought. Raina, let's find out what is going on and see how that is going to be with a little general action. Put it on the tarot tower. Get the thought that we need to get. get the thought that we need to get, and see if that is going to be some good stuff today. Because you never know with the thought. You understand? You understand? Raina understands fully what the thought can bring. What the thought can bring. Love Apples, welcome to the stream. It's good to see you again. Been a hot minute. How have you been doing? How have you been doing? True wants a reading. True? I might just get your reading. I might just get your reading. Looking good. We can use some of these new decks that we just got. So find out if that's going to be a thing. Anyway, get a little bit of a general action as it goes and see. Ooh, nice. You got the little playful card over here. A little bit of the Princess of Wands over here. Now, you know fire is happening. You know fire is, fire is the thing that makes the world go round. I like it. I like it a lot. I think fire needs to be here because you do have a little fiery interaction with this coming up. It feels like basically you have this very interesting interaction kind of where you're at a little bit in the future. I would say a couple of weeks. You sort of, a couple of weeks, you have a little bit of a interesting interaction going with that. A little bit of the fiery Princess of Wands. Now, this card basically means fun. Having an interaction that's fun. Having something that is entertaining. Having something that is sort of, out of the ordinary or brings about a level of joy that we just didn't have before. And that's kind of the exciting point, especially with the Two of Pentacles. It's like this person brings us a lot of joy. We have a new interaction coming, basically what I see with this. The new interaction brings us, again, a source of joy, a source of fun, a source of entertainment that we haven't had before. It's almost like this person's really engaging. This person really pulls us in. They have a lot of interesting things to say and opinions and all of these things happening. But I think that going forward, it's going to be somebody that you really enjoy being. I don't think they're going to be around forever. I do think this is an interesting person, but they're not around for like a long period of time. It's almost like sort of a short-lived type of thing, what have you. The Pentacles, the change, as it is called, it does say it sort of brings something that's going to be to the table that, again, is going to bring you a little bit out of your comfort zone, but at the same time, be something fun that we can sort of hang with, deal with, and enjoy at the end of the day. I kind of like the moon here as well. This is something that sort of pulls you in. I think you basically have some odd dreams coming up that you kind of need to pay attention to. Definitely want to start keeping a dream journal or something like that. Overall, it looks like, you just have this one person coming in. I don't see any big money interactions. I don't see any big scratch off winnings or anything like that in the near future, but there you go. Who is this hot man? I don't really think it's a hot man. I think it's somebody that is just unusual, somebody that drags you out of your comfort zone, somebody that makes and breaks everything. Anyway, Kama, I got your reading yesterday. I got your reading yesterday for what's ahead with me and Carlos. Kama, watch yesterday's stream. It is in there. Go down here and you can see your name right there. So you'll see your name right there. I put KZ in yesterday's stream. So look for KZ and look for you and Carlos, and it is on yesterday's stream. Go back and watch it. There we go. Hooping Rabbit is up in the house. What is going on, Hooping? Good to see you. All right, True. A new member coming in here, hanging out with us. True, what is happening over here? True, by the way, if you haven't hit that like and sub button, I'm just saying, hit that like and a sub button. Hopefully everybody likes, enjoys what's going on. Tarot channel, all of this other good stuff. All right. Is a Sagittarius guy I met around 2 months ago my twin flame? I'm an Aquarius. Why does he not like me? Wait. Why does he not like me if he is my twin flame? Okay, so you met a Sagittarius and you're an Aquarius. There's two Ariuses. There you go. You have a double Aries interaction here. Samantha, welcome to stream and thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. You have two Ariuses. So the two Ariuses may be twin flames, but he doesn't like you. I don't understand. I don't understand. Maybe he's your twin flame. I don't know. Let's find out. We're going to use, okay, if you're going to have a twin flame that doesn't like you, you're going to use the Surrealist Tarot. Let's get real. Ivy Poison, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. Samantha, thank you for the double shot read going on in here. Look at this. All right. let's see what is happening with the Surrealist Tarot. So somebody doesn't like you. Are they my twin flame? We don't know. We don't know. HK, thank you for your donation over PayPal. Greatly appreciate that. I got you in the queue. All right. You know, sometimes, HK. You're asking me for money, HK. HK, you're asking me for $5. HK, I don't have the $5. I'm going to have to decline. HK, I'm going to have to decline your request for $5 from me. All right. Anyway, I thought it was a donation. I was all excited. Anyway, true. Let's find out if this person is your twin flame and see if that's going to be a thing with the Surrealist Tarot. That does sound kind of surreal to me, quite frankly. It really does sound kind of surreal. All right. Let's see what's going on. So is my PayPal broken or something? Let me go to my PayPal link. All right. Let me go to my PayPal link right now. She want to leave YouTube. Yes, go to site. And I'm going to send money, not request money. That's right. I'm going to send money. I'm not going to request money. Okay, so it works. It's just a different button. All right. So is your twin flame supposed to have feelings for you? I don't know. I've heard two different definitions of a twin flame. One is your twin flame as somebody that just sort of pulls you in a direction you didn't want to go. Or somebody that challenges you. You know what I'm saying? Charisma. Welcome. How's it going? The other definition was the same as a soulmate. So I don't know. I don't think it's the same as a soulmate. I don't know. It all depends on who it is. Anyway, so is this person a twin flame? Because they don't like you. 10 of Cups, Magician, and the 9 of Cups. Interesting that you have a 9 and 10 of Cups combo within here. I like that. I kind of like that. This sort of means that this person's, it's going to grow on you. It's not somebody that you kind of reject as is. They're going to grow on you over time. So you have to let that interaction happen. You have to let that growth happen. This is not somebody you're just going to suddenly meet and you know, have instant sex with. Maybe it's definitely somebody that's gonna have to grow over time, and that's kind of the feel here. They don't like you, they don't appreciate you, they don't see your good side, your bad side. They sort of look at you and they already categorized you, they already sort of put you in a hole. And this is not something going to be there, right? This is not something that's going to be there. Overall, you just have to give them time. So yeah, they don't like you. The Magician says they will like you over time. You just have to give them that aspect. You have to give them that good stuff. 10 of Cups is a wonderful card. 9 of Cups is a wonderful card as well. That's going to be great. That's going to be fantastic overall. Again, not only a developing from the 9 of 10, but also sort of a new type of thing to where we can come in and see new perspectives from this person we haven't seen before. Overall, I don't think they're your twin flame, but this is somebody that has a 10 of Cups potential, which is a happy home, happy family, sort of a new family, sort of this growing aspect with it. I think they have a lot of potential, just not right now. You have to let this thing sort of grow on its own and make the grade as it should be made. So, you know, if that makes any sense. Anyway, well, hello, sir, to you. True. You know, just like the Spandau Ballet song. True, indeed. Can you link me yesterday's stream? You can go to my channel, click live. I have a stream every single day. So go to content, go to videos, and go to the live videos. It'll say Tuesday, free live tarot readings. I'm Tarot Oracle, and that was Tuesday's free live tarot. Okay, let's go find out where it is. Let's go find out where KZ. We had DC, we had Moon Honey, we had Sarah, we had Tanya, we had HK, had a couple of reads. Cheryl came in with some reads. Cosmic Kitty, KZ. Your reads start at 54 minutes. Go to yesterday's stream, go to 54 minutes. You're welcome. That's where your read is. All right. Now can we move on? Rizza, what is going on? Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Raina, thank you for your donation as well. Everybody's on the twin flame thing tonight. I mean, it seems like the twin flame thing is just unhooked tonight. This is something that's going to be everywhere. All right. But let's go back. Let's go back to the future. No, that was a different movie. Samantha's coming in with a double shot donation tonight. When will this girl stop bugging me about her $400? I mean, $400 is $400. I mean, $400 is still $400. I don't know. That's going to be kind of challenging, somebody bugging you about that. If I'm going to bug you for $400, I'm going to use the tarot at the end of the rainbow because there's a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow, in case you didn't know. In case you didn't know, there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and all you have to do is catch it. You just have to capture that pot of gold. And then you don't need ain't nobody got time for $400 at that point, okay? Let's find out how that's going to go. Will this girl stop bugging me about getting her $400 back? Let's find out. Oh, the 7 of Swords. It is going to be a while. It is going to be a while. I think they need that 400 buckaroos. They need that cash. They need a little bit of that fat cash. I think that's what's sort of happening over there. But the 7 of Swords says, it feels like that they can get it back. If they bug you enough, if they irritate you enough, it's quite possible that you could give them back that. The 10 of Cups, they just want a happy home, happy family. They want to get everything back to normal. And the King, they feel like that if they take the initiative and sort of keep bugging you about it and do that, I think it's going to be a thing. If you wonder when they stop bugging you, Linda, thank you for being a member for 6 months. Tarot and such, what's going on? How are you doing tonight? Overall, I think that they'll stop bugging you in about 2.5 months, 3 months. It takes a while. I mean, they need the $400, quite frankly. Neve, welcome to stream. What is going on? But I mean, yeah, I think it's going to be 2.5, 3 months before they stop bugging you about it. I don't know. Maybe you can hypnotize them or something and make them forget about the $400. But $400 is still $400. I don't know. Samantha has got the double shot tonight. What's going on with Broxo these days? What is Broxo doing over there in Broxo land? What is Broxo doing over there? We need to know. We need to get a little bit of a spyglass on Broxo and see what Broxo is handing out to the world or what they're doing over there. Ooh, very interesting. Very interesting. I think Broxo's up to no good. Now, Samantha, I know that's a shocker. You're going to have to sit down for this news. I think Broxo is up to no good over there in Broxo land. I think, quite frankly, I think that Broxo's setting somebody up for another relationship. I think that they're setting somebody up or they're in another relationship and they're doing no good. They're up to no good. I think they're making somebody miserable over there. They just making somebody miserable over there. We got a couple of majors too. I mean, you do have a couple of majors. I shuffled this deck pretty damn well. I picked from random locations, and at the end of the day, I got 14 and 15. 14 and 15. It feels like, again, they're setting somebody up, or they have a relationship going on that, they're getting ready to, Nanya, thank you for your donation. They're getting ready to, basically be Broxo to somebody else. Just be the old Broxo with somebody else. But yeah, I don't think what they do is going to be all that good, but somebody else falls for it. And hey, that's their problem, not yours at this point. So that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. I think Broxo's up to no good. Again, I know that's startling. I know that's just amazingly startling to you, but yeah, there it is. You love when Tio goes, woo, yeah, woo. I did it twice. I did it twice. You got to do it nice. Linda, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, let's find out what is going on over there. We got the General for VS. VS donated over PayPal. VS, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. All right, let's see. VS is going on a little General kick over there. All right. If you do the PayPal, you can't request money. Requesting money is not going to get you anywhere on the PayPal. You just got to... you got to click the correct button, I think. Anyway, I wonder if like any other streamer encounters that. That's kind of funny. But yeah. All right. I wish I still had Square, but they banned me. They banned me on Square because I was selling the evil tarot decks. They said, "Excuse me, sir." I said, "Hello, what do you want?" And they said, "What type of transactions are you doing on your account?" And I said, "I'm selling tarot decks." And they said, "You are banned." I was like, "Why am I banned?" They said, "Because you are selling a banned product. This is evil. This is horrible. You can't do that in the United States of America. This is highly illegal." I'm saying, well, tarot decks are available on Amazon and every bookstore I've ever seen. So why is it my problem that I'm selling that on Square? I don't know. But they didn't, they never answered me. They never answered me. So, that's the way it goes. I will shed a tear for Square. Oh, mate, no, I won't. No, I won't shed a tear for Square for selling the evil tarot decks. You can't sell tarot decks. You can't sell them. That's illegal. That's illegal in the United States of America, my friend. You can't sell tarot. Anyway, all right, VS is going for a little general action. Let's find out what has happened with the general. All right. We're going with the Lovers. Ooh, very nice indeed. Very nice. King of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Three of Wands. This is almost interesting. This is like a little bit of weird action happening over there. A little bit of weird action happening over there. You miss the Surrealist Tarot. I also have the Painter Tarot as well. A little weird action going on there. It feels like a connection is waning, or a connection is decreasing, or a connection doesn't feel like it's working. It's what I have for the general action. We have the Lovers, but then we're looking at the Three of Wands. It feels like that maybe this is something that needs to be moved forward, and maybe this is something that needs to be backed up, or it doesn't feel like it's working. It's a connection that just isn't working. It started out quite well, I think. You got the Lovers, a very nice card indeed. You got the King of Wands. This is something that we hoped would move forward, that we thought could be some great possibilities getting to the next level or getting into that forward action. But it just feels like the Four of Swords. It was stalled. It was delayed. Maybe this is something as well that could be sort of coming up. It was stalled. It's delayed. It feels like that this just shouldn't be that way. This should have naturally progressed, naturally had done what it needed to do, but it feels like it just kind of went the opposite direction. But again, the King of Wands, we had a lot of things, exciting things. We were ready to go with it. We were ready to push forward with that. But again, stalled out. This connection will stall out. And that's interesting because the Three of Wands, we're kind of looking for it to return. So maybe this is something that was a past relationship. Maybe this is something that is a future relationship, but the connection is so strong with a lot of action, a lot of possibility, but then it just sort of fades away. And the Three of Wands, we're trying to get it back. We're trying to pull it back in. We want it to be returned. We want this thing to become back to where it was because we sort of really enjoy that. The Lovers is an extremely powerful, potent card, and we would love to get back to that. So there's your general action. Something that could have been, just wasn't. We desperately want to get it back in the meantime. It's interesting. Interesting read. Interesting indeed. KD's amazed. KD's shocked. Katie, look at the selection. Katie, you can get the Surrealist Tarot. You can get the Farrank Painter Tarot. You can get Tarot at the end of the rainbow. You get anything over here on the Tarot Tower. You can get the Buddha Tarot. You get the Buddha Tarot. We got everything right here. Meraki. We got it all. We got it all. If it's a tarot deck, we seem to have it today. We have done all of the 4K flip-throughs. We're prepared. We're amazed today. KD, I hope you're proud. KD, I hope you're proud. I'm just saying. Let's go.
Hooray!
It is action-packed tonight. It really is. KD coming in with a dono. Thank you for that donation. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see what else is happening up here. We got MM coming in. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that. All right. Let's see what's going on. Ivy wants to know, why is my Leo bestie so inconsistent with me? That does hurt when a bestie is inconsistent. Because all of a sudden you're thinking you got these plans going. You have these action, you have these activities, you have all of these things that you want, and then it just doesn't really work out. We can use the Painter, we can use the Farrank Painter Tarot again. We could do it one more time. Uno Mas tonight. Uno Mas tonight. We can do it. We can do it. That's what I'm talking about. Ivy wants a good tarot, and this is a good one. I liked this tarot deck because the book is actually quite nice. The little white book on any LS, well, most tarot decks is pretty bad, but this one talks about the symbolism. It talks about what's on the card. It talks about the kind of scene that we're painting and all of this other stuff. So I think that works out for me. I think it works out for me. And this is beautiful art too. I mean, okay. I mean, I'm sorry that I'm like gushing over this deck, but the thickness, the lamination, the smoothness that it shuffles and all of these other things, you know? All right. Long distance friendship. Well, those are interesting. Do they really care? I think they do. I really think they do. They're dealing with other issues. I mean, you have the heartbreak card. We have a 3 of Swords over here. It feels like that they are dealing with other issues at the moment, right? Just other issues. I think they're not really sharing everything with you, but they do have some things that are sort of blocking their enthusiasm, blocking what they enjoy, how they love it, how they enjoy it, and just sort of, you know, putting back what should be something that goes forward. The 4, right? I'm holding everything in. I'm holding it back. I'm not sharing every little piece of the puzzle with you because the 4 is greed. It's hanging on to what I have and not really sharing a ton of it, right? Not really sharing a ton of it as well. The Sun says they still have great expectations. They still have a lot of fun things that they want to do. They have a lot of great things that they want to say and interact, and a long distance relationship. They want it to be pretty solid. The Sun means they have good intentions, you know, but sometimes good intentions just don't cut it. So can the Sun sort of counteract or contradict the closedness or the closed-mindedness that we have with the 4? I think maybe, but again, the problem is they're dealing with other things. You have the Knight of Swords. I need to take action on something now. I have a lot of things happening that, you know, that maybe I just don't want to spill the beans on. I don't want to share a lot of things happening with that I need to take some action with that. We have the Heartbreak card too as well. Are they heartbroken over the friendship? I don't think so. I mean, it's not like you're putting like a ton of pressure on them, you know. I mean, you know what I mean? It's a long distance friendship. It's so easy to do a long distance friendship, but yeah, they are going for something. I think the Heartbreak cards pointed to something that they're dealing with and they're sort of processing at the moment, and they will come back later when this is not as bad and not as prevalent on their mind. Is it an LS deck? It is. It is an LS deck indeed. It is the, let's see, the Ferenc Painter, something. Anyway, you know, I can't pronounce the damn name. Can we just agree that I can't pronounce the name? I'm going to butcher it all night. I'm sure no matter what I try, I'm sure that I'm going to be butchering it all night. But I'm sure all of y'all can forgive me. I'm hoping that you can forgive me. That's why you're here. Am I on the right path these days? Rissa wants to know about their path. Ooh, let's do another new deck, Tarot of Oppositions. I mean, tonight is just new deck extravaganza. Surface Silence, welcome to the stream. Surface Silence, I did get your email and I will reply to it after the stream. So thank you for your email, Surface Silence. I did see it. I have not replied to it yet, but I appreciate you email me and let me know, and I will email you back after the stream. Love the Tarot of Oppositions. This is a good deck. This is a good deck. What I love about this deck is it's one that you can't wait to reverse some cards. Because normally, like half the people in the world just hate reversals. You just don't like it. You're not excited to read the reversal. In this one, I'm excited to read the reversal. I mean, I just am. I'm excited. 10 of Swords. Oh, interesting. Ooh, the Star. Oh, man. Oh, man, this is a big read. Rissa, this is a big, beefy read. It appears you may not be exactly on the path that you need to be at the end of the day. A little bit of a thumbs down. I'm not throwing the whole path into the trash, okay? Raina, thank you for being a member for 14 months. I'm not throwing your whole path into the trash. Let's put that on the table first. Let's make that clear. Because the Ten of Swords is a cutting card. It means let's end something. Let's cut something. Let's change something. It's a very dynamic card. And it says, my friend, it says maybe the path needs to be tweaked. Maybe this is something that just needs to be adjusted with this. It feels like the path that's currently out is clouded, or it is sort of I don't know. Anyway, it's clouded. It's not clear. It has some things in the way. It's sort of obfuscated from where you want to be. I think the path worked. I think the path worked at first. I think this path was something that was chaseable. It was excitable. Ivy, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. But I think this is something that needs tweaking, or maybe it needs a new path. Why did I say a new path? Normally, this card wouldn't make me say that. Let's do that. Normally, this card would not make me say that, but we have the star next to it. The star is following the light, following the guiding star, following the lit star, following this path. It seems like the star is taking you to a new direction, a different direction. Now, Rissa, a couple of things could have happened. The first thing that could have happened is you succeeded in your path. In other words, you ended your pathway, or you ended your journey. The other thing could be that you hit a dead end, or you hit a road that doesn't really lead anywhere substantial, and you just sort of wandering around the wilderness at this point. The star says definitely need a new path, a new something to follow. Hierophant and the Chariot. Again, another movement card here. Definitely something you want to chase. You want to chase. Now, it is reversed. It is reversed. So you want to sort of evaluate it a little bit before you chase it. But the Chariot overall is a movement card, no matter where it is flipped. No matter where it is flipped, some books say the Chariot is a movement card, even if it is reversed. I think you sort of see that here. You sort of see that. But you're sort of taking damage, or you're taking a little bit of, you need to take a little bit of initiative with it. But anyway, it definitely needs some tweaking. At this point, some tweaks need to be done. Some tweaks need to be implemented in order for you to get where you need to be at the end of the day. All right, let's find out. Who is the twin flame for Raina? Now, I don't know. How do you define twin flame? I mean, we need to establish this before we throw cards down, right? Raina, we need to establish this before we throw some cards down. I mean, we can do Thoth. That's fine. But is twin flame somebody that works your nerves? Is twin flame somebody that's not supposed to like you? Or is twin flame the same as like a soulmate? Or is twin flame somebody that walks the dogs at 6 a.m.? I don't know. I think we need to establish this. Definition before we go into the read. You think it's a soulmate. All right, that's fine. Well, they're definitely hidden. They're definitely obscured. You have a little bit of the High Priestess action. This is something that is obscured. This is something that's not very obvious. They're not very obvious. They're not in that mode where it's going to be really just Thumbelina, thanks for your donation. I appreciate that. I mean, it's somebody that is just obscured, and they're not, going to be there. They're not going to be there and just sort of say, hey, it's me. I think it's somebody you have to sort of figure it out. A little bit of a Scooby-Doo mystery as it goes. Hey, bud, thank you for joining the stream. What's going on? Now, the moon is interesting next to the High Priestess. We got two sort of very moon cards, very moony cards, right? A lot of intuition, a lot of connection. This is going to be somebody that you connect with emotionally. I think that's what this is saying. You need to connect with this person emotionally in order for them to be your twin flame as well. If you don't, I don't think it just works. I don't think it works at all. I mean, and again, we have this thing here. I think the twin flame right now, it just feels like it's overburdened type of feeling. Not something that you want to get involved with, not something that you want to sign up with right now. There's something that you want to wait, delay, find the right one, find the one that's going to be the one that really works for you. Because I think if you sort of just grab whatever, I don't think that really works. But yeah, twin flame is somebody that you have to sort of wait for, right? A little bit of delay, a little bit of waiting for as is, because you do have that 10 of Wands. It is something that you really can't deal with or you don't want to deal with right now as per the tarot, maybe. I don't know. Is S a real and genuine friend? If I were your friend, I'm telling you now, I would use the Waterfall Tarot. You know why I would use the Waterfall Tarot? Because the Waterfall Tarot was made by me. That's why I would use it. That's why I would use the Waterfall Tarot, quite frankly. All right. Is S a genuine, a real friend? Are they legit? Are they too legit to quit? Let's find out. You got a little Nine of Swords? Ugh. Little Knight of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Star. I think they're okay. I don't think you should boot them to the curb, but I don't think they know what they're doing half the time. I don't think they know what they're doing. I mean, the Page of Pentacles into a reverse star. It's almost like they're just sort of wandering around. They don't really know where the friendship goes. They don't really understand what you need, what you are about. You know what I'm saying? They don't really understand everything, and they're very disconnected from what you think they are. Nine of Swords reversed. This is somebody that makes up stuff as they go along a lot of times. They're not quite prepared for anything long-term or something substantial, something meaty as far as that goes. They're willing to go the distance with you. Let's party. Let's go here. Let's go there. Let's do some things, right? Got a little Knight of Wands. I'm willing to go places. I'm willing to go on these adventures. But the Page of Pentacles, am I going to stick around? Is this going to be something where I'm just consistent or anything like that? The Star reverse? Yeah, maybe not. Maybe this is something I should be concerned about. But, you know, that's where you're at the moment. But they're a pretty good friend. They're just not going to be somebody that is super duper consistent. And I think that is the biggest point here. Midnight Meditations, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. All right. Yeah, I mean, there it goes. That is the read. That is the read indeed. Midnight Meditations, by the way, does a Instagram stream almost every morning. Go Midnight Meditations Instagram and check them out and see the morning stream. It's got morning tarot. I mean, that's what you need. You need tarot in the morning, not just at night. So many people at night have tarot readings and tarot streams, and you need something in the morning time. I think that's important. And Midnight Meditations is a place to go. Check them out on Instagram. There we go. All right. What else is going on? Linda, how do I help a friend with borderline personality disorder that could be challenging indeed? I think we need to go to the Tarot Tower. Let's grab, if I were a borderline personality, I would be the Gregory Scott Tarot. You know, no offense to Gregory Scott. I'm just saying, Gregory Scott Tarot has a lot of duality and sort of double meanings, triple meanings, a lot of interesting things going on. I think it's going to reveal, Linda. I think it's going to reveal quite a bit about that. Ananya, thanks for your donation. I appreciate your other dono. Let's find out what's going on. That's right. You need to hit like and sub. If you haven't liked and sub, please do that. I would greatly appreciate the like and sub. There you go. Like and sub. I greatly appreciate that. It lets YouTube know I don't suck. And the more YouTube thinks I don't suck, the better the channel will become. Okay. How do I help a friend with borderline personality? Queen of Pentacles, give them money. No, just kidding. Queen of Pentacles, interesting. The Six of Swords, Emperor, and the Five of Wands. I think that they do have a lot of problems. You know, obviously borderline personality disorder, whatnot. I think that they do have a lot of problems, and they really kind of look to you for stability. They lean on you for stability. They lean on you as somebody they can rely on, somebody that is stable, somebody that is going to be there for them at the end of the day. The Queen of Pentacles, right? I need somebody that's going to be stable. I need somebody that's going to be there, because a lot of times I have strife, I have conflict within myself, within my personality. I have conflict a lot of times, and it's just something that I need somebody that's going to be a little more level-headed sometimes. You know, when I'm not level-headed, it's great to have somebody that sort of gets you, you know, sort of gets you back to normal, or gets you back into the mode with that. Six of Swords says the personality disorder in their life is a long journey to get sort of something stable, because it is unstable. It has a lot of instability within it, sort of built into it. Mina, welcome to the stream. But you got to kind of be patient with this person too, the Emperor, right? If there's something that they're doing that's not quite right, just sort of, level up with them. Say, hey, maybe that wasn't the best decision. And again, we're giving them a little bit of guidance. We're giving them a little bit of normalcy. We're being a little bit of the stability that they need in their life, because the Five of Wands, they're built-in personalities, or what they're doing, some of their emotions when they pull them back and forth. The Five of Wands that is difficult for them to handle. So yeah, be their rock. Be the rock that they can rely on. Be the Emperor. If there's something that they could help with, definitely help them. I think that's going to be a thing. And realize this is a long journey. Borderline personality is not something that's going to be solved tomorrow. It's not going to be something, it's going to be a lifelong journey, a lifelong struggle of trying to get back to normal, trying to get, something that's going to be stable and good going on. But I think you can help them quite a bit. Just sort of be that rock for them. And, if you can help them out indeed. All right. What do we got going on next? Let's see. Mental health is difficult. I mean, I wouldn't label myself as normal by any means. By any stretch of the imagination, I would not label myself as normal. But I'm moderately normal, and mental health is still an issue with me. What does God actually want me to do? Surrealist Tarot. They want you to read with a Surrealist Tarot, KD. KD, if I were God, I would use the Surrealist Tarot. I would use the Surrealist Tarot because I think God made it. I think God made it, handed it down to LS, and LS distributed it, and I ended up buying for $20. I hope God enjoys my $20. What does God actually want me to do, though? KD, what does God want me to do? Where does God want me to go? What does God have planned for KD up in the action? Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Keep working at it. You got to keep working at it. I don't think this is something you could just give up. I don't think it's something you're finished with. I don't think this is something that's going to be easy. That's just going to be it. Seven of Pentacles. Look how much we're carrying on that bicycle. We're carrying a skull. We're carrying brains on the bicycle. You just got to keep riding that bicycle through. And I think that is going to be good for you at the end of the day. But you definitely got to do it. I don't think you can be able to escape from just working at it. Keep on your path. Don't let anybody knock you off course. Death says you need some alteration. We need some changes on that path. Let's keep working on it, but not at the expense of everything else, right? Not at the expense of everything else. Joanna, yes, you add a question on the note for PayPal. But yeah, death, we need some changes. We need some alterations. I don't think you're happy doing the same crap every single day. I think you need some change, need some alterations as it goes. And the Two of Wands, you need to understand what's yours, what's not yours. What is going to be where you need to be versus where you don't want to be. Two of Wands is domain. I'm looking over my domain. I understand that there is everything there, unlimited possibilities. But I know that I'm going to have to be the one that chases that. I'm going to have to be the one that leads that. And through the change, I think we arrive at a destination that we can do that. We can lead, we can grow, we can be accepted. And I think that's what God wants you to do. Just keep working at it. Because if I were God, I would use the Surrealist Tarot. Let's face it. I would use the Surrealist Tarot. Nobody in chat is normal. Well, I knew that. All right. Does the Aries have feelings for me? Does the Aries love me? Does the Aries want to snuggle at night? The Tarot Tower and the Tarot Tower and, you know what I'm saying? The Tarot Tower has revealed. It has the Super Lunaris Tarot. I would show you the box, but you can't read the font because they messed it up. It looks weird. It looks oddball, but that is the Super Lunaris Tarot for you. This is version 2. Which is the Super Duper Lunaris Tarot. KD, it is a pretty deck indeed. And somebody commented that I need to learn surrealism in order to understand the deck, which I completely agree. I completely agree that I need to learn that, but they don't understand how lazy I am. KD, you do. KD fully understands how lazy this Virgo is, right? So, I mean, KD understands how lazy I am. They don't. They think I'm going to learn surrealism in order to read that deck. They got another thing coming. Okay, anyway, does Aries still have feelings for me? I think so. We got a Four of Wands. Now, this is sort of something that's iffy. It is something that changes sometimes and all of that stuff, right? Because you do have a Five of Pentacles directly after. It's like we have happy home, happy family. We had happy home, happy family. We were growing something. We had a lot of possibilities. We had a lot of interesting things, cool things, neat things that we wanted to pursue. I think it was fantastic. I think it has so much potential, but it just felt like it just sort of petered out or sort of, went back in time. It went back in time. It felt like this is not something that we could sort of handle or we could hold on to. I think that's the biggest part, We couldn't hold on to what we had. We had something nice. I think we had the beginnings, which was great, but then we got pulled back into it. Can we recover? Can we get some feelings going? I think it's going to take a little time. Feelings are something that we were offered, that we had an opportunity for, but we just couldn't get it under control. We couldn't get it handled. And it's something that we may not want to get handled right now. We may not want to sort of get into the offering. But yeah, I think that does exist, but it's sort of challenged right now. It needs to sort of take some time. It needs to breathe a little bit before we sort of dive into that and make it happen. But there you go. We need to let it breathe, let it relax, let it go forth and do all of that. Speaking of relaxed, I'm relaxed enough right now. I am relaxed enough to use the traditional manga tarot. I'm just saying. Ivy wants to know, what does a Leo bestie think of me as her friend? Let's find out. Let's find out. Is the Leo bestie going to be all right? Is the Leo bestie going to be somebody that we can hang on to? Leo bestie looks kind of iffy sometimes. We got to admit that. But what do they think? How do they perceive us? Is this something that's going to be portable and make the grade? 2 pages. 2 pages. It feels like together we need more. Together we need more. We're not quite complete together. We're just not quite in that mode where we work together 100%. A lot of times it just feels like that we're starting something we can't sustain, or we're starting something that's just not going to be able to get to the end at the end of the day. We got a couple of pages combined. And as I talk about, by the way, in my tarot guidance book, if you don't have this, link in the description. Look at how thick this thing is. Look at this. This is a meaty ass book. That is a meaty book. As I talk about in that book, 2 pages together, or anything that has a combination, is sort of really bringing you into the mode of really sort of what the tarot wants you to understand, that it is a critical piece of the read. We have communications that just may not work sometimes. We're just on the different pages, right? No pun intended. We have communications that sometimes just doesn't work. We have actions that we try to take together that just don't work. So sometimes the connection just isn't there as we need the connection to be. And the King of Cups, I think we both really like each other. We both really have a passion, really have an emotional connection to that. But the King of Cups kind of says that may not hold us together. It just may not hold us together. We have a couple of disconnects. And at the end of the day, that may be a little bit more weight than we can sort of handle carrying around at the end of the day. All right, what do we got going on? Next, we got Thumbelina. I like it. What's the connection between Leo and I? You're a Cancer. Leo and Cancer. Ooh, that'll be fun. That'll be fun, Thumbelina. Let me know how that goes. Thumbelina, if I'm going to do a Leo and Cancer, I'm going to do the Witchling Academy Tarot. MM, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate that. Meaty book indeed. Feels like there's a disconnect with me. Ivy, that's what it said. That is what it said a little bit. Not something substantial, but a little bit of a disconnect sometimes. Sometimes maybe we're not on the same page as that goes. NG, thank you for your PayPal donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. Connection between me and the Leo. And Four of Pentacles, the Devil and the Three of Pentacles. This is something that needs work. This is not something that's a freebie by far. This is something that needs a little work in order to get it done. The connection is a little bit iffy sometimes. And it feels like the connection just isn't 100%. You have the Four of Pentacles, right? We're sort of both looking out for ourselves sometimes. Or so we're sort of both looking out for what we can do, what we can expect. We're sort of leaning in that direction of what is this person going to bring to me rather than, kind of that other feel. The devil, I don't think the Leo is quite honest with you sometimes. I think the Leo has their own thing going on, and you have to understand that is their own thing. This is something that may not work overall at the end of the day. The devil says they have other things happening over there you may not be interested in. Three of Pentacles says it requires a lot of work, this connection to function. It's like putting a defibrillator on it every once in a while is going to do it some good. That Three of Pentacles says, that sometimes it needs a little bit of effort. Sometimes it needs a little more work, maybe than we're willing to do. Maybe. I don't know. But it does seem challenged sometimes. I think the challenge is there. I think the challenge is not going away. We do have kind of challenging cards in there. But the connection can work if we're willing to put the amount of effort required in there. It's kind of where the three set. Anyway, we got Ananya are a real and good friend. Are they a real and genuine friend? If I was your friend, I would use the Meraki Tarot because I think it's still out of stock. I think it is still a little bit out of stock, but we're going to find out if it works though. We're going to find out if it works at the end of the day. Let's find out what is happening. Is our real and genuine friend? Hope so. I hope so. Because, if they're not, that would kind of stink. That would kind of stink indeed. By the way, the Meraki Tarot. Everybody asks what this is. This is a beautiful pastel-y deck. I love this deck. I can't talk enough about this deck. Anyway, are they a good friend? Clarity. Five of Swords, the Chariot. This is really interesting. This is very interesting indeed. I think that, let's see what's going on with this. Oh, there you go. I think this really feels like the Five of Swords is something where they haven't been a friend of, I haven't been 100%. They haven't been 100% a friend that you haven't expected. I think you kind of came in with some expectations and they may have not exactly, come to pass. Or there may have been some expectations that you haven't been fulfilled. The Chariot does say that this is something where a lot of times you're like, what's going on here? I mean, it seems okay, but what's going on here? Or what exactly is the nature of this relationship time? The Chariot says we're moving together, but sometimes it feels that maybe this is not something that, maybe this is not something that is long-term sustainable. Clarity is interesting. I think that means that R brings in so many good things, R brings in so much value that you really want to just hang out with them. You really want to be in that mode of, this is somebody that I want in my life. This is somebody that I can expect, that I can enjoy in my life, and I'd like to have them around. But Clarity says they do bring in enough good things to where you're pretty excited about it, and you sort of like the interaction, you like them as is. So I think R is okay. R is pretty good indeed. So there you go. All right. What else is going on tonight? We got MM with Aries contact me soon. Let's find out. Can we use a Meraki again? No, let's not use Meraki again. Let's use this one. Let's use this one. This is the one that I've been waiting to use all night. Forest Creatures version 2. I think that works. I like it. If I'm a forest creature, I want a version 2. And I don't think a regular forest creature is going to suffice right now. We need more forest. We need more creatures. We need more of everything. All right. Will the Aries contact me soon? Hermit, Nine of Cups, and a Six of Cups. The connection from the Six of Cups is so nice. It is so nice. We're doing a thumbs up. We're doing a nice thumbs up for this read. I love it. I love it. The Hermit says maybe not as soon as you think. Maybe not. I mean, you may have something where you need to sort of delay it, or sometimes we need to sort of figure out where we're going to be with this. But it doesn't look like all in all this is going to be something that's immediate or sort of an emergency or something that they need to do right now. Right now, I don't think it's just happening. The Hermit. Let's hold back. Let's not communicate yet. Let's not do that out there. Nine of Cups. It says the connection is still there. I'm definitely going to contact you, but right now doesn't seem appropriate. Six of Cups. That is the connection. That's where we have two people handing cups together, sharing together, being together. I think that's one of the key points. So yeah, they will contact you. I would give them a month or two. Basically, I would just give them a month or two for a contact, for a connection as that goes. But soon looks like a little bit iffy with that. Anyway, we got NG coming in with the PayPal dono. NG, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Will I be what kind of mother will I be? There's the question. All right. What kind of mother will I be? What kind of mother is going to be me? What kind of mother am I going to be? Is it going to be an acceptable mom, a good mom, a bad mom? I don't know. I think you're going to be a good mom, quite frankly, but let's find out. Let's double check. Let's double check with the Dark Mansion Tarot and see if that works for everybody. Is everybody okay with the Dark Mansion Tarot tonight? I think so. By the way, we're ending soon. Wrapping up the readings. I think this is the last read. I think this could be the last reading. NG, let's find out what kind of wonderful mom you will be at the end of the day. Oh, Jesus, this is a good read. Give it up. I mean, give that.
Hooray!
Give it up. Give it up here. Thumbelina, thank you for your other donation. The Empress card for what kind of mother will I be? You're going to be a fantastic mother. The Empress is the literally the shining star mother of all the tarot. There's only one card that would basically make the read just amazing, and this is it. The Empress. The Empress means, yes, you will be a fantastic mother. The Empress is very caring. The Empress understands. The Empress has empathy. The Empress is comfortable with how motherhood goes and understands what is required. And the Queen of Wands, the CEO, you understand all the little nuances of things that need to be done because motherhood's a pain in the butt. You gotta teach them this. You gotta teach them that. You gotta get them going here. You gotta get them going there. You gotta be an expert, like you gotta be half of a doctor, it seems like, to understand all the medical conditions and all the things that go wrong and all the things that you need to do. It feels like it's a pain in the butt. Queen of Wands says, though, you're up for the task. You can get any information that you need off Google, YouTube, asking a doctor, whatever you need to know, you can get it. You can process, you can handle it, you can multitask everything that needs to be done being a mom. Because being a mom's a pain in the butt. Being a parent is hard, but I think you can do it. Queen of Wands says so. And the Ace of Cups. You're so caring and loving and kind and gentle. You have that Ace of Cups. You're offering that emotion. You're offering that empathy, and you're offering that happiness to another life. You're going to be you're going to be just like the best mom in the world. Look, this is the best reading for being a mom. Okay, come on. Let's give it up. Let's give it up. This is literally the best three cards I could have picked for this question. Anyway, but I mean, I started the read. I started the read all excited, and I ended all excited too. Two more readings, and we're out of here for the night. By the way, ending soon. There we go. All right, what is a Leo hiding from me? Let's find out. Let's use the Light Seers Tarot. Find out how that's going to be, because you never know. You just never know what is going to happen with the Light Seers Tarot. And that Leo, what the hell's going on with that devil card over there? 7 of Cups. Got an 8 of Swords and a 4 of Pentacles. I think they're just in that mode of that's what they do. They're in that mode of that's what they do. Because a Leo is just not going to be forthcoming with everything. They need to back up a little bit. They need their space. They need their privacy. They need to understand what's happening, what's going on, where they fit in this relationship, where they fit in this interaction. And I think that they're sort of presenting a side of themselves that's going to be their best side, right? The Eight of Swords. I'm kind of restricted for showing you everything, because if I show you everything, then, you're going to see a little bit of the dark side, or a little bit of the wild side. I don't know what they got going on, but it feels like they don't want to show you everything. They're holding back a little bit. And the Seven of Cups, right? The Lord of illusionary success. Sometimes they just like to present the things that need to be presented because they have a lot of things going on at the end of the day. Four of Pentacles says they're just kind of private. They're just kind of private. I don't think it's anything major, massive. It's just something where they just need a little space, privacy, and they need sort of that gap, and they need that room to grow, or the room to breathe, and sort of the space between the letters, the kerning or what have you. The Four of Pentacles, there you go. So I don't think it's anything major. I just think it's, they just need that little bit of space, a little bit of breathing room as it goes. Ivy. Does a Leo say that I am their best friend? We got Alpha coming in with an Alpha 22 action. Alpha, thank you. I appreciate your donation. See about Rebecca and what they got going on over there. Does a Leo best me consider me the best friend? The Queen of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Two of Swords. I think so. I think that is a thumbs up on that. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I love the Two of Cups. I love the Two of Cups. The Two of Swords, again, there's some differences. They're two different worlds. You got to understand. You got to understand you're not one person. You're different people. You're different people with different ideas, different upbringing, different goals in life and whatnot. So Two of Swords is two different worlds, blinded maybe to other people's reality. But the Two of Cups says we are tight. We're like this. We are tight. That Leo does consider you a bestie. That Two of Cups is so fantastic. The Queen of Swords, though, right? The Queen of Swords. We do have a disagreement sometimes. Maybe we're not on the same page sometimes, but absolutely. We're going with the thumbs up. I think they consider you a bestie. The bestie considers you a bestie. I think that's what's at. That Two of Cups says so. The Two of Cups is fantastic. Ivy, thanks for everything. I greatly appreciate that. Now we're going to Alpha. Rebecca's current feelings for me. Rebecca, current feelings for me. Let's find out. I mean, we're extremely different. Ivy, that happens. Stuff opposites attract. Stuff happens. That's the Paula Abdul song, Opposites Attract. That, you want to be a model, they want to be a professor. That's the way life works sometimes. All right. Rebecca's current feelings towards me. I think Rebecca has some romantic things going on over there. We got the Mr. Romance, the Knight of Cups in here. Now, the Hanged Man is interesting. I think Rebecca has changed their attitude over the time that they've known you. They've altered their attitude. They've changed a little bit. They may be a little bit of a different person than what you had expected. The Hanged Man, right? Maybe we're looking at it from a different perspective as they are. And again, I think there is kind of a little bit of you looking at it from a different perspective is what they're looking at. In other words, they may need separate goals. They may need separate things than what you are expecting or what you are wanting. We do have Mr. Romance sort of coming in that romantic feel, but Judgment, the rebirth, reincarnation, it says we need to do something from the start. I don't think we can restore the saved game from earlier. We need to do something from the start. The rebirth, the reincarnation, if we're going to make it happen, we're going to have to start over in a lot of different respects. We're going to have to get things and reboot a lot of things that weren't working, maybe had challenged us before. But that's just sort of where it is at for that. But overall, it's nice. Got the Nine of Cups, Mr. Romance coming in there. It just seems like if we're going to get it done, we need to reboot it. We need to come at it from a different angle. We need to come at it from a different perspective. I think then maybe it would have more chance of being successful. And the last reading of the night, coming in with Ivy. Why is there a disconnect between Leo, bestie? It's not that deep, right? Mostly connecting. Let's find out what is going on with a little bit of the disconnecting action. Get the wheel, the golden wheel. I think that works, Ivy. I think that is going to make the grade. I think that is going to make the grade and make it happen. Make it happen indeed when it comes through. I mean, the Five of Swords. Got the Four of Wands, Knight of Wheels, and the Ace of Swords. I think it does mostly connect. I think it's almost like I think it is almost like, Sonic, we got plenty of room. I think it's almost like that there was something before to where you just have disagreement. All right? Something disagreement that just happened with that. The Lord of, the Lord of defeat. It feels like there was something that we disagreed on, or there's something we just couldn't come to terms with, or there's something we agreed to disagree on that. Overall, I mean, it's 99%. I don't think it's that deep. Four of Wands is a happy home, happy family. We have a home, we have a structure built. I think it worked. The Knight of Wheels, I think the stability is there. We can move across, we can move along with the stability and make it work and make it happen. The Ace of Swords, everything that's current, everything that's new seems to be happening, seems to be working, but it just feels like that we have disagreed before on something. I don't think you just had an all-out fight or anything. I think the Lord of Defeat feels like we just agreed to disagree on a couple of things and not really on the same mode. But you're looking at so much good things here. You got the Four of Wands, happy home, happy family. The Knight of Wheels. This is something that brings stability. We're going forward with the stability that we need. And the Ace of Swords. There's so many new things, so many exciting things that are coming across, coming through, that it's something that we, just enjoy being together. So I think it's all right. I think it is all right. KD is hammering out the rules tonight. KD is hammering out the rules. We need the Surrealist Tarot or it's game over. It's game over. Anyway, I don't see any other donations. I don't see any other donations, so I'm going to end it. I'm here every night. Please return tomorrow when I am back. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you for being here. See you tomorrow.